Arena, named in honor of the current president of the Spanish Basketball Federation, the legend that is Jorge Garbarotha. And the Estudiantes crowd beginning to fill up this 3,000-seater facility. Not their normal ACB facility, Talajon, just outside the center of Madrid. Here's the regular season Group C schedule for game day 4. And the only game today is this game here in Madrid. Then AEK Banvit and Unamaya Venezia will host Random, Beirut and Strasbourg tomorrow night. And a group that is already living up to the expectations of being close and competitive, with only one team unbeaten at the moment. But at the wrong end of the table, as you will see in a moment. Petrol Olimpija have yet to get off the starting blocks in terms of wins. They sit there at 0-3 with Rosa Ladom, and Beirut sit proudly at the top with a 3-0 record. Movistar Estudiantes currently one of 4 teams in a tie for second place. Well, these two teams have huge histories of European basketball. Obviously, Petrol Olimpija, known for many years as Union Olimpija, the Slovenian powerhouse of a club. And Movistar Estudiantes, one of the best known names in European basketball, a tradition of competing at the highest levels, at the top table of European and Spanish basketball, 3 times Spanish Cup winners, with a history of developing many of the greatest players and names in Spanish basketball. Omar Cook in shot. Well, to call him the Mr. Assist is an understatement, having led 5 European leagues in assists over his career. The Montenegrin international is a guy you really like to play with. Well, Estudiantes, this is their 6th game in the Basketball Champions League. They had to go through the final stage of qualification and get a very hard fight to overcome Dutch club Groningen over 2 legs. A tie in the first leg and a narrow 8-point victory to secure their place in the regular season in Group C. Wins over AEK should be huge. Wins on the road are absolutely phenomenally difficult. Rosa Radom, and then a narrow loss at Strasbourg. Well, Petrol Olimpija have failed to get that first win. And it's not the place you want to come when you're looking for your first win, but ironically, across the season so far, this team has shot the ball more efficiently than Estudiantes. That they have struggled on the glass and have turned the ball over far too often to get the much sought after first win. That will probably settle the nerves, get them back on track. And it's early days in Group C, no team looking out of contention at all. Alexander Shetkovic, the Serbian, grew up in Crnovica in Belgrade. Here's the first man out for Estu. And Estu, after a rocky start to their campaign in both European and ACB competition, have really hit a rich vein of form. Wins over Barcelona recently in the ACB. I'll tell you that this team is for real. With Connor Medley, his second stint with Estudiantes, was here earlier in 2009, 2011. The Maryland graduate many years ago. In fact, while at Maryland, one of the real true freshmen to start for Maryland, the highest level of NCAA basketball. Salva Maldonado much traveled, much experienced head coach with Estudiantes. Spent times in the Canaries and also with Juventud Badalona. Now finds himself at the helm of one of the most iconic names of Spanish basketball. His counterpart, Gaspar Oclon. And Petrol Olimpija gone through, well, you could say a transitional period. The 2002 Adriatic League champions have been the hot house of Slovenian basketball for so long. A Slovenia that is buoyed and just still enjoying their success at the Eurobasket. Now basketball is big news in the former Yugoslavian Republic. So it's a tough one to call. The records probably don't do justice to the Slovenian club. As I say, they're very efficient with the basketball, shooting 50% from the field. A lot considerably better than Estudiantes, but Estudiantes have done a really nice job on the glass, which has been the Achilles heel for Petrol Olimpija. The third team on the floor this evening, Mr. Lazzarini, Kozlovskis and Plock are the three officials that make up the third team on the floor for this Basketball League, Basketball Champions League Game Day 4 clash here in Madrid. Well, what a tremendous recognition to have an arena named after yourself, Jorge Garbarossa. As I say, the current president of the Spanish Federation, world champion in 2006 with the Spanish national team, and multiple award-winning player. Now leading the game in Spain, and obviously, as you'd expect, leading with great dignity and aspiration. As per Ocon has got a lot of weight and expectations at the helm of one of the iconic names of European basketball. Petrol Olimpija as the new sponsor, but the Olimpija name still at the core of the culture of the organization. Omar Cook, one of those players, as I said earlier on, that you love to play with. Has led assists in the Adriatic League, in the Lithuanian League twice, in the ACB and in the EuroLeague twice. And Coach Maldonado knows that when he has the ball in his hands, he can pretty much count on the ball being where he wants it to be. We'll give you the starting lineups as soon as we have them. They haven't been flashed up yet.
Vamos a jugar 44 con Nick en este lado ahí para bloqueo. Subimos.
Another immediate one more time. Okay. That's two. Second goal. Second goal was falling. Second goal. 5, 4,
Well, the Estudiantes crowd notoriously is loud, vociferous, and will follow them anywhere, but they haven't followed them to Torrejón this evening. It's sparse, way below your expectation when an Estudiantes program is on the floor. Torrejón de Odos is not buzzing yet, but relatively early evening. This crowd will fill up as this game gets underway. Slight issue with the statistics and graphics at the moment, but I'm sure we'll rectify those as the game develops. So Van Landesberg is thriving here in Madrid after the move into the ACB, leading scorer for Estudiantes across the season. So wherever you are, welcome to Torrejón de la Dos in Madrid. Basketball Champions League action. Petrol Olimpija will have a first look at it offensively in the white uniform. And Estudiantes in the dark blue. And they'll want to keep, one of the great things in this sort of format, if you've got a team like Olimpija starting poorly, you want to keep them down. You do not want a team with their tradition and heritage that they have getting any confidence in the competition. We have a whistle on the play. The crowd may be sparse, but it's going to make itself heard on that call as Omar Cook picks up the first personal. So Olimpija into the half court. Jan Spam gets to the glass for two. This defense was totally absent without leave on the first play. No one came from the help side. Poor containment. Olimpija get the scoreboard ticking over. Estudiantes in the half court. Kind of Medley will pick and pop. Tries to back in the block. Goes to the baseline. Second move. Lays it in for two. Great little second move by Nick Medley. Got Devon Oliver in the air, and that's all he needed. And the two is just drained by Jordan Morgan. Cook will get Estudiantes into the half court. Hits the handoff. Medley again. They like this little matchup down low. A little hesitation. Gets to the glass. Far side of the ring. Can't get the drop. Jordan Morgan will come down with a rebound, and Spam will again try and control tempo. Olympia's tempo is important to them. I don't think they're going to win a 99-98 game. Open, easy two on the inside. Great ball movement. And Jordan Morgan is the recipient of the assist. He picks up the two. And Olimpija on the road have the 6-2 advantage. Medley, foul line jump shot is long. And at the moment, Jordan Morgan is a stat magnet. Comes up with a defensive rebound. And Spam into the half court for Olimpija. Takes the pick and roll. Jordan rolls. Spam needs it and gets a lift. Open three is short. Defensive rebound. Medley comes down, and Cook has a chance to run. Have to stop the basketball. Good defensive transition though. Landesberg goes inside, and the jump hook is good for Alec Brown. 2:15, Alec Brown. Second spell in Spain. And picks up his first 2 points. Was it Aburrado? Olu goes inside. Morgan with a finger roll for two. And that's the second time Estudiantes have gambled on the steal and have been punished. It's good to see the aggression, but being punished too. Here's Landesberg, puts it on the floor, going baseline, picks up the foul from Castellati. Landesberg will inbound. 7:04 in the first. Let's say a quiet start so far. Cook comes off the down screen, has a look at his options. Landesberg on the flare. Medley with a deep pick and roll. Narrow look to dive, gets it in the block, tries to step through. Has to take the tough turnaround, buries it. Little roll back the year play for Nick Medley. Ball's knocked away, recovered. Medley's all over it, can't get it, recovered. Little Morgan takes the tough turnaround, gets a piece. Alec Brown, all the 2 meters 15 was long, and Mark Carnamendi out on the break gets the 2. And the Estudiantes turn defense into points. Tied at 8. Little whistle early. Landesberg going to pick up the personal. End line possession for Petrol Olimpija. Baseline open, they have to go long. Spam takes the deep 3, feet set, just knocks it down, no hand in the face. Don't respect me, I'll make you pay, is what Jan Spam says. Knocks down the 3. And the ball will still belong to Estudiantes, as Olimpija made a very, very pleasing start on the road. Established themselves in the game. 4 minutes in, they lead it 11-8. Cook gets the early ball screen from Brown, who rolls, gets it on the foul line, takes the jump shot, a little long. Carnamendi's on the grass and can't control it, but the ball will be long to Estu. Medley on the out of bounds, rips it through, gets to the far side of the ring, little hang time, hits nothing apart from the backboard. Conor Medley very, very active. Oliver, a little fade away, short. Well, I say little, he faded a long way away. Cook has it in transition. Deep from the corner, and the big man Brown can't get it to drop. It's 2 jump shots in succession for the 2 meter 15 man. Staggered screen. Morgan. Ooh. Full legs, second move to the hoop for 2. Tough finish. Just brought the ball handling skill set out to display. Cook will move it into the half court, gets the handoff back. Brown will go pick on the ball. This time he still pops, has a reluctance to get his feet wet in the keyway at the moment. There's Alec Brown. Second round draft pick. Number 50. Morgan sits down, as does Carnamendi. Carnamendi was really active. 6 shots in that 5.5 minutes spell. Savani, one of the veterans of the ACB, steps into the game. Still describes himself as a center, still only 2 meters 3. And he just brings so much experience. Landesberg, little hesitation, going baseline, needs a pass, just drops it inside. And we got a foul. And Savan will go to the free throw line. First touch, will get the positive, draws contact. There's the foul on the arm. Gonna have to earn them both though from the free throw line. Well, he's 39 years old, testament to the physical shape this guy keeps himself in. It's down the second. Yeah, Spam will advance the ball into the half court. A lot of pressure on the ball. Šeković does what Šeković always does, works hard on it. Hard show by Savan. Oliver gets inside, looks to lay it out for the assist, but with 5 seconds on the clock, Castellati can't control the backdoor pass, knocked away. Quick hands by Landesberg. 5 seconds on the possession for Petrol Olimpija to Keep it ticking over. They're going to go long. Plenty of time on it. Lovic kick it wide open. 3, but great closeout. But rainbow-like 3 has just dropped from the corner. Lorbeck just knocks it down. Great extension. Spent a year here in Madrid with Estudiantes. And reminds them of what a scorer he can be. Landersberg, little handle, looks inside. Savannah on the roll, will go inside out. Brown again, feet set on the three-point line. Loves it on the three-point line, the big man. Can't get it to drop. 0 for 3 from perimeter. Oliver goes inside, quick release, gets his own ball, knocks it away. Great work to recover it. Radlovic will get it back to Spam. Radlovic comes to ball screen, 10 on the possession. Spam turns the corner, goes hard, has it knocked away. And with 6 on the possession, Petrol Olimpija have it on the baseline. They're really doing a great job at controlling tempo. The Slovenian club, really quick hands to knock it away by Cook though. Got to put it up, take the long 3. Prayer's not answered. Brown comes down with a defensive rebound. Cook looks to run. Shekovic, Ronnie looks inside, gets a touch. Extra pass, Brown on the three-point line again. Švekić will take the ball screen. Savani dives, doesn't get a look. Brown again from 3, buries it this time. Well, it's where they've decided to use him. Gets his feet set. 5th point. Step back on the three-point line is no good. And the ball will belong to Petrol Olimpija. Glastani feeling it from the three-point line, couldn't get it to drop. Substitutions both ways. As Klasladi sits, Penna comes in for Estudiantes. Larbeck gets around the hard show. Great lift by Radlovic. Spam in the lane. Kicks it. Over steps back to the 3. Way long. It's a battle on the glass, but as you'd expect, the veteran Savani comes down with it. Estudiantes is in transition. No one inside. They're going to have to recycle. Cook has it. Wants some space to play. Savani will come and give him the ball screen. Great quick pass. Great work on the closeout, but he stepped out of bounds. And Penna got the ball fake. Had the chance to attack the ring, but as he stepped back on the fake, stepped out of bounds, and turnover Estudiantes. Lorbeck moves it on. Being now trying to control tempo. Kicks to the corner. Oliver puts it on the floor, a little behind the back. Gets inside, goes with a hang time. Can't get it to drop. And Sinai comes down with a defensive rebound. Cook looks. But again, the defensive transition is out the top draw. 3 is no good. Defensive rebound is hauled in by Horvat. Gregor Horvat gets a positive stat. The 23-year-old small forward, 4th year with his team. Signed a 3-year deal in 2014, committed his future to the organization. Estudiantes trying to pick it up defensively, a little fumble. Lorbeck, feet set for 3 again. Doesn't get the drop. Great work on the glass. Challenged, and Brown comes down. Needs a pass. Has a pass. SU have numbers down the floor. 4-on-2 break. Just have to find the open man. Brown, feet set for 3. Is short. What a ball by Savani. Goes up off the glass for 2 and 1. Roll back the years. The veteran brings it. And Savani will go to the free throw line. 39. He rebounded like a 19-year-old on the glass on the break here. And then gets set, kisses the glass, gets the 2 and the foul. And will go to the free throw line. 39 years young. chance to close this to a 1-point game with 1:03 to go in the first period. Alec Brown will sit. Almost a like-for-like comparison as Victor Ortega, the 25-year-old, 2'12", just 3 centimeters shorter than Brown. Simone gets the soft touch on the hometown ring. And Petrol Olimpija's lead cut to 1, and we're in the last minute of the first period. Oh, strong dive by Rocco Bazim. Croat just would not be denied. Kisses it off the glass, restores the 3-point advantage. Omar Cook yet to really get into the flow of things. Cook, Estudiantes have been slowed down by Olimpija. Cook gets it on the ball screen. Turnover, chance to run, and with numbers. Got to control it. And an unsportsmanlike foul by Šetković. Totally convinced myself. It's just a loose ball, there's a fumble. Did Šetković just go and stop, or did he have a reach for the ball? Well, referees have had the interpretation videos, so Cook will sit. He's replaced by Ludvig Håkansson, the 21-year-old Swede. Spent his junior development career in the Barcelona academy and has bounced around a couple of teams on loan, but his signature is no longer with Football Club Barcelona. Here are the Estudiantes trying to step up to the senior pro ranks. Lorbeck will move it on. Feet set for 3 from the perimeter is no good. Great hustle, but Ortega comes down with it. Chance for Stu to run. Lucas Håkansson has it. Trying to hold for the last shot. Håkansson stops, goes upstairs. Great rotation. Oliver looks long. Time to get it away. Layup off the glass for 2 is good. And a great finish to the first period for Petrol Olimpija. Bazim, it's back-to-back buckets, and they lead it at the end of one, 22-15. Great work on the road by the Slovenian club. They get to sit down and talk it over. 7 points to the good. There's confirmation, 22-15 on the road. And just as Movistar Estudiantes got it to 1, a little 6-0 end to the first period gives Petrol Olimpija the 7-point lead. Well, we said at the top of the game that one of the Achilles heels for Petrol Olimpija has been their inability to take care of the ball. 0 turnovers in that first period. It was clear Estudiantes saw an opportunity there. They really did, trying to hunt in the passing lane, and came up empty, and on a couple of occasions over gambled and gave pretty easy looks to Petrol Olimpija, and subsequently giving up 22 points in the first quarter is not a great position for the home club to be in. Well, Nick Carner-Medley was the man for SDU in the first few minutes. 6 field goal attempts in over 4 minutes of play at the beginning of the game for Carner-Medley. He had 6 points when he left the floor. Expect to see him back shortly. That's where you'd expect Alec Brown to earn his living, 3 or 4 feet from the ring, but the 2'15" American does love to step out. So watch that one as the game develops. 22-15, start of the second quarter here in Madrid. And Estudiantes will have the first look at it in the half court. Brazila will inbound the basketball. Hakan Son into the half court. Kana Medley back in the game. Just about gets it over to the big man. Tager on the shuffle cut. Pick for Kana Medley. And we're going to have a held ball, which will go to Petrol Olimpija. Estu up the floor defensively, trying to put some pressure on what is notoriously a shaky backcourt for Petrol Olimpija. Big emphasis in the prep for this game. Take care of the basketball. We've got a whistle on the plate. Ortega picks up the personal. Well, way to slice the show. Ball's knocked away from behind though. Hakan Son will look to run, but again, Petrol Olimpija's transition is very, very impressive. Skip pass, it's knocked away. They're not going to be able to get the steal. Hung the skip pass out to dry really, as Penna was the target. But Horvat almost came up with a steal. And there's the 24-second violation. Lack of recognition on the floor for Estudiantes. A lot of looking around. You always worry the palms up is never a great sign. Petrol Olimpija trying to build on this 7-point advantage. Really done a nice job. Obadzim will wrap the pass. Great ball movement. Lurbeck takes the baseline, goes up, can't get the drop. Oh, what a finish! Great work on the glass. Devon Oliver from nowhere gets the putback dunk. Olimpija are just a step quicker in every department in Estudiantes at the moment. Well, the standstill three is off. Offensive rebound has not been secured. Lorbeck hits the floor, but Kana Medley ends up with it. Gets it knocked away, gets it himself, goes again in traffic, and one. Persistence pays off for Nick Kana Medley. Picks up his 8th point, will go to the line to make it 9. And Petrol Olimpija had this 2 or 3 times, and it's that Achilles heel of ball retention that just keeps coming back and allows, on this occasion, the Estudiantes to just stay with the game. Here's that play before Lorbeck misses it, and all of a sudden, a shadow appeared. Got very dark under the ring as Oliver just threw it down. Tough move, strong move. Bazim gets it down the floor and attacks it. Has really given punch off the bench. 3 from 3 from the floor to his 6 points. Hakan Son looks at his options, gets the ball screen, doesn't have an option here, throws it. Ortega will just about get it to Kana Medley, pulls up for the tough one, buries it. Well, Kana Medley's really coming through here for Estudiantes. Struggling offensively, and 11 points is carrying them. Great cut. Super answer the other way. Horvat just beats his man down the floor and re-establishes the 6-point lead. 7 assists for Petrol Olimpija. Ortega will move it on. Hakan Son gets his feet set, lies up the 3, is off. Ortega can't get the drop. Chance to run the other way. Olimpija commits to the break. They mishandle it. Beautiful lead pass. Just couldn't quite contain it. And Petrol Olimpija almost had the 10-point lead, but definitely have control of tempo Edgar Vecino steps in for Estudiantes with 6:50 to go in the half. Lines up, the three is off. Defensive rebound chance for Petrol Olimpija to run again. Horvat gets to the middle, has it, well, foul called as he turned the corner. He'll pick himself up the floor, chance to make it a 10-point game. And Landesberg picks up the personal. Second foul for Sylvain Landesberg. Well, here is that 10-point lead for the visitors. 4 from 4 from the line for that. Nixon tries to answer with a quick three. And that pretty much sums up Estu at the moment. They're having to go looking for shots. Not really looking to share the basketball. And they call the travel. Better defensive effort. Horvath just ran out of patience. Going to drag that pivot foot. You can see, once he gets up onto his tiptoes, he's a travel waiting to happen. And they're going to call the offensive foul. That's a great defensive read. That's that man again. Loco Badzim, both ends of the floor, making a huge impact on the game. And that's Landesberg's third foul. Their leading scorer across all competitions. Really yet to get going tonight. Running hook, gets the roll. Jordan Morgan, tough move to the middle. Old style running hook. And at the moment, Petrol Olimpija are just dominant. 12-point advantage, 32-20 on the road. Looking for their first win of the Basketball Champions League. And another forced shot by Estudiantes. Fadeaway jump shot, just not the answer they're looking for. Jordan Morgan, just a little mishandle, gets it off the glass, doesn't get the drop. Hakan Sam will come down with it, looks to run, gives it up. Chance in transition for Estu to get some easy looks. Connor Medley for three is off, but the rebound is hunted down, and Landesberg. Great fight. Connor Medley, tough play by the veteran, and gets his own rebound. Couldn't get the drop. Great defensive effort by Jordan Morgan. Landesberg attacks it off the dribble, off the glass for two. Pretty move. Little lean out to finish that phase. Close it to a 10-point game. Timeout. And that's exactly what Landesberg can do. Just leans through, gets some little contact, kisses the glass. Great second step and lean. Petrol Olimpija timeout.
One small foul! 4 minutes, eh? If it's not early pick and roll, stop and roll it. Because they, after 2 pick and rolls, they cannot stay on the floor. Hey, even if it's like, even questionable, make a foul.
Well, Petrol Olimpija on their field goal percentage across the competition so far at 50%. Maldonado's the calm sounding coach. He's on the wrong end of a 10-point margin. so important to get your first win in these league formats. You can't be chasing from early in the year. Get your first win, consolidate. Good extension on defense by Estudiantes. And Spam gets it over the half, looks to spin by, was knocked out of bounds. Ball will stay with, well, I thought, and I think everybody thought it was staying with Petrol Olimpija. And it shouldn't, it should be an Estu ball. And it is. Hakan Sun into the half court. Well, Brown again, he was not shot shy, picks up his own rebound. Ball is out of bounds, and with just under 4 to go, Petrol Olimpija get another chance to build on the 10-point lead, and they're definitely are good value for the lead at the moment. So much sharper in the half court offensively. Great execution, opened up the floor. Well, they tried to get a little clever with the wraparound. And Huvad just bowed out by the hands of the defense. Oh, sloppy. Andersberg's on it quickly, off the glass for 2, gets it to drop. We've got an 8-point game, and that's just the type of turnover that no team can afford at this level. It just about stopped it being another turnover there. In the half court. A little weave action by Petrol Olimpija. Jordan Morgan with the pick and the roll. Wraps around. Open for the 3. Is long. Defensive rebound is pulled in. Chance to run here for Estudiantes. Almost a turnover. And they have turned it over. Both teams trying very hard to give it back to their opponent at the moment. Feet set for 3, way short. Defensive rebound belongs to Vacedo. Nice decision, easy flush for Brown. Timeout for Petrol Olimpija. Estudiantes put back-to-back stops together to close the margin to 6. Great decision on the drive by Brezula. Alec Brown just says, I'll take the 2, and finishes with some little aplomb.
Ellos están muy agresivos, podéis contar sobre el pivot y luego ya la dará debajo. Pero no es necesario que vayáis al mano a mano, si va el tío a apretar. En ataque vamos a jugar 20. Hacia el fondo, ¿de acuerdo? No, lado 2, lado 2. Acá, vamos.
Olimpija in the half court. What about on the quick lift? Good ball movement again. Quick look inside. Oh, they're going to work. Got a whistle on the play as he hits the floor. Evan Oliver, Dayton graduate, second year with the team. Started his pro life in Belgium. He's still only 25 years old. He's got plenty of years ahead of him if he stays healthy. Oliver again, 2 for 2 from the line, makes it an 8-point game. Oh, plenty of numbers down the floor now. Up the glass for 2, far too easy, great finish, great quickness down the floor. And Brown's going to be charged with a personal. Oh, you saw him just come down there. Oof. Never the greatest thing to see in slow-mo. As you get a replay of something, it's always a good thing to see that explosion down the floor. And that's an appalling turnover. Quick hands by Oliver. Chance to build on the 7-point lead. Cook looks down low. Brown, this has only gone way. We've got a foul on the plate. And Petrol Olimpija having fouls to give, worth wasting one then for Oliver. Quick release on the out of bounds play, no good. Jordan Morgan comes down and much more purpose. Got a whistle on it, and out of his shots. Venezuela sits. Meanwhile, Horvat makes the first of the free throws. Back to an 8-point game. Chance to be a 9-point game, which they can't take. (36-31), 48.6 to go. Lorbeck will step back into the game. Still with 2 fouls to give. Olimpija. Omar Cook has it, takes the ball screen. Brown will roll this time. Cook in the lane, finishes with a nice floater. Lorbeck, that'll take the screen. Bounce pass down low, a lot of traffic. They need a pass. Span for the long three, off the glass. Late night opening in Madrid, a city that never sleeps. What a banks are open to. Timeout on the floor for Estudiantes. And every time they start to feel like they're right back in this game, Petrol Olimpija open out another little 6 or a 5 or whatever it is run to restore an 8-point, 9-point lead. And that's literally what they've done over the last couple of minutes. Estudiantes with the timeout.
Vamos a jugar una de entradas como 40, ¿vale? A ver si podemos meter rápido. Ellos van a intentar hacer falta. Ale, vamos a 40, ¿de acuerdo, Ale? Sube ahí. Subes tú, ¿eh? Venga, vamos a ver si podemos jugar aquí. Si no, ahí.
Well, field goal percentages, Estudiantes really picking up in that in this current period. 42 to Petrol Olimpija's 44. 3-point numbers, neither team are particularly attractive. Yeah, the intriguing part of that so far in this period, Alec Brown's performance, doing a really nice job shooting the basketball. Could do a little bit more help for the rest of the lineup if he went inside a little bit more. Sideline possession, 11.3. Olimpija still have a foul to give. Expect them to take it. Cook out top. Period running down. Tries to turn the corner. Draws contact. That'll be the 4th. So Petrol Olimpija will not foul anymore. Six-point lead, pretty reflective of the difference on this first half. Petrol Olimpija could have led, or did lead by double digits. Now it's a 6-point game.
Switch. You have to talk. The guy who is here, hello. If it's this not good here, wait in last minute and come, okay?
Maybe they will try with the elevator, okay? With the elevator they will try.
If it's elevator, it's elevator. This guy, switch, come, okay? You understand?
Let's go.
Tight, hey.
Son 4 y pico segundos.
Yes,
Si no, traes el balón o aquí o más. Si no hay nada, salid al centro, pase y
What a good screen, no foul.
So Estu trying to finish the half on a high, trying to cut into this 6-point advantage. A lot of shooting power on the floor for Estudiantes. Almost turned over, quick hands on the ball by Jusek. That'll do it. Couldn't get the 2 to drop at the end of the first half. And Estudiantes trail at home to Petrol Olimpija by 33 to 39. It's been an absorbing first half, and Petrol Olimpija controlling tempo, really taking care of the basketball. If they keep that up, they're going to be a tough nut to crack for Estudiantes. Over 5 turnovers on the half for Olimpija, way down on their season average. Rebound battle, okay, 5 advantage for Estudiantes. Olimpija have a much more impressive commitment to sharing the basketball. They have done an excellent job at finding the open player. Atkinson, they saw it coming with a 1 steal. He'll be disappointed with that contribution so far. Morgan's done a really nice job for this Olimpija lineup. Well, there's some highlights of that first half, and it was all about the aggression and the way that Olimpija came out. Nick Carter-Medley kept it really close, almost single-handedly for a while at the start of the game. Great fundamental execution. And of the two teams, Petrol Olimpija moving the ball really, really well. Alec Brown had an impact on the game. Started well, went inside, took an outside 3, made it, but almost concentrated exclusively on that part of his game. So we'll leave you with these highlights of what was a tremendous performance on the road. Jordan Morgan going to work early in the game. That second little move on the counter. And their aggression and their directness when there was a drive lane. Petrol Olimpija have given themselves a real chance to get the road win here in Madrid. If you want to see if they can get that comeback, join us in a few moments for the second half of the Estudiantes Petrol Olimpija matchup here in Madrid. We'll see you shortly for the second half. Well, welcome back. Both teams back on the floor. It's been a really nice performance by Petrol Olimpija so far. Contributions from across the roster, highlighted by Jordan Morgan's 10-point performance. 10 points to go alongside 4 boards, 2 assists. He really has put in a shift for the Slovenian lineup. Horvat is also the captain. Has really, again, came off the bench, really did do a nice job at having impact. You've always got to have impact coming into the game. He did a really nice job. 5 from 6 from the 3-throw line, drew contact, always active. If they can get a little bit more efficiency from Devon Oliver, then and get more support for Jordan Morgan, this could be the first wing of the Basketball Champions League for Petrol Olimpija on the road here in Madrid. It's a tough place to win. But apart from Nick Carner-Medley, the home team is really struggling to find consistency at the offensive end. Alec Brown has done a pretty nice job, but does like to stand on that 3-point line. 1 from 5 from beyond the arc for the 2-meter-15 center. So it's an interesting half time to reflect. It would have been good to be in those locker rooms, because this Petrol Olimpija huddle must have been a very positive place to be. Really had done a good job at controlling tempo. It's their type of game. They do a nice job at the offensive end at taking good shots. The only disappointing thing for them, their points tally started to dip in that second quarter. We've got to address that, whereas the home team started to pick it up as an offensive unit. So at the moment, from around the Basketball Champions League, a lot of tough games going on. Chalon and Pau involved in a 47-43 clash at the moment. That's a tight one. Nick Carner-Medley's team from last year, Monaco, on the island against Sassali, have a 7-point lead. That's a tough, tough place to win. So interesting scores around the Basketball Champions League in week 4. Nick Carner-Medley, there he is, 5 from 11 from the floor, 3 boards as the, well, you can class him as a veteran now. He's 30 plus. 34 years old. In all around Europe, stills at Maccabi Tel Aviv to go alongside his time at Valencia. Last year in Monaco, had a great season. Here we go then, start of the third quarter here in the Jorge Garbarotha Arena in Talahon. Got a whistle. Sylvain Landesberg was tried to curl off the screen, and Landesberg time limited by foul in that first half, only has 4 points. $17 points a game for Estudiantes this season. Deep one from Cook, just catches nothing but the bottom of string, just stroked it, and they get the turnover. A chance to tie it on the inside 30 seconds of the start of the third, and Cook has it again. Will get the ball screen. Tries to turn the corner, needs a pass, gets Carner-Medley deep, goes up, turnaround jump shot. And the ball will belong to Estudiantes. Landesberg draws contact on the drive. They're going to wipe that off. It was on the floor. Cook has it with a new full team. Nice look. Landesberg is so open, but Savine was charged with the offensive foul. Oh no, it's in fact Landesberg going to be charged with a push-off. That'll be his third foul, which that should have been the call. He has to sit. That's a huge blow for the home team. And a holding foul is Lorbeck, and you really have to play Lorbeck hard. You've got to get him outside his rhythm. If he gets in rhythm, he can just fill it up from the perimeter. Alexander Shekovic picks up the personal. Jan Spam will get it off the inbound. Tries to attack the ball screen. Goes upstairs. Well, they just about kept it in, but a chance to run. Vasido puts it on the floor. Attacks it and throws it down, coast to coast. Vasido just took off after the steal. It just goes to show what a great change to the rule. That would have been unsportsmanlike foul if anyone tried to really stop the break and just gave Vasido the chance for the highlight. Here he is again in transition. We'll get it back to Cook. Olimpija have really got to get a stop here. Vasido for three is short. Chance to lead the game for Estudiantes for the first time in a long time. Oliver to the glass for two. Tough little finish off the glass. Cook will bring it the other way. Real intensity and speed to the game at the start of the third. Conor Medley has it outside. Will hand it off. Cook will get the Conor Medley ball screen, who rolls. So he puts it on the floor, takes the shot off the glass for two. Big time play by the vet. Little pick and roll action, and Jordan Morgan will pick up the contact. Lorbeck just floats it. Shekovic is late, just takes a piece of everything as well as the ball. Lorbeck gets his feet set, buries it for three. What were we just saying? If you let him get his feet set in rhythm, he is going to make you pay. Stroked it from deep. And Petrol Olimpija restore their 4-point advantage, make it a two-possession game. Conor Medley in the post. Nice pass, knocked away though. Shekovic for three is off. Defensive rebound, and the momentum swings back to the Slovenian club. Castellati will find Jordan Morgan. Extra pass to the corner. Lorbeck puts it on the floor now. Breaks the middle, goes up. Gets it blocked. Chance to run. Cook leads it. Conor Medley will receive the pass. Goes up. Tough finish in traffic. Took the contact. Kisses the glass. Cook gets the assist. No surprise there. Back to a two-point game. Jan Spam tries to turn the corner, wraps the skip pass. Oliver in the lane, a little too tight, gets a chance for the short two, drops it. Oliver having a very effective start to this third period. Cook has it. Oliver goes to 9 personal. Conor Medley on the slip in traffic, has it knocked away. Numbers down the floor here, 4-on-2 break. Just about, Klastadi retains it. Great pass, great vision. Jordan Morgan with the easy two. And Petrol Olimpija just bounced back a little bit after the momentum swing. Lead it by 6, halfway through the third. Conor Medley will hand it off. Shekovic needs a pass, finds a pass. Conor Medley, feet set for three. Sweet shot for Conor Medley. Little hesitation, breaking down the defense. Cook, the quicker hands. Great look. Carnamedli releases for the easy 2. And the Estudiantes are back to 1 down. It's always a game of momentum swings. Oliver hands off and spam. Jordan Morgan wants to get deep. Little hand off. Nice find. Open 3. Got it. Gastelati. Great control by Spam. Just found the open man. Clostadi goes to 3 personal. Cook finds Carnamedli, pick and pop for 3. That one was off. Great work by Savani. Savan gets the hands on it, extra pass. Macedo in the corner for 3 is off. Chance to run here for Petrol Olimpija. They decide to hold it. They do not want to get into an up and down game. Great turn in the corner, and 1. Soft defense by Cook with the push in the back. Easy spot for the official. I'm a long way from the call. And there's the hand in the back. Jan Spam for 2. And Petrol Olimpija respond by restoring the 6-point advantage. Stefan Safani sits down. 4 minutes to go in the third. And the Estudiantes can't get over the hump. Brizuela checks in. Chetkovic will take a rest. Spam misses the opportunity for the M1. And Omar Cook will advance the basketball. Great defensive effort. Jan Spam on the switch just did not want to give his space up. Jordan Morgan faces. This goes at Brown. Doesn't get the finish. Oliver with the rebound, wraps it. Ball's knocked out. Ball will belong to Estu. Jordan Morgan disappointed at the call. They had opportunities to finish the play. Brizuela at the point. Cook now, give him space, knocks it down, same spot. Put his name on the floor. Omar Cook, back-to-back threes from the same spot on the floor. We're back to a 3-point game. Cook again with those quick hands. Whistle on the play. Cook with the steal. Cook with the quick hands. It's all Omar Cook responding to the challenge. Three steals in the game, that being the third. All about his hand quickness. Maldonado wants the unsportsmanlike. I think that would have been a little harsh. Castellati sits down. That's one thing Omar Cook is not going to be doing a lot of tonight. Far side of the ring, Cook for 2. Exploded for 8 points in this third period, Omar Cook. Wants the call from the official. Technical foul called on the floor. Not sure who against, just check it out. Tough move off the glass. Well, that may be. Yeah, Omar Cook is charged with a technical foul. And after all that work, getting it back to 1 gives Petrol Olimpija the chance to re-establish the advantage. Cook not a happy man. Whistle on the play. Devin Oliver's draw on contact. Connor Medley not happy. Let's take a look. Going up. Wow. You can see why the defense is not happy at the call, but you can also see why the call was made. Clean on the ball. Looked like there was contact elsewhere. Knowledgeable crowd. Passionate crowd. Oliver misses the first. It makes the second. Back to a three-point game. 2:30 to go in the third. And Estu still struggling to get over the hump. Tough little runner is good for two. When Dario Uzuela gets going, he is quick. Warming up nicely here in Madrid. Lorebeck stops, pops the two. Doesn't get the roll. That's a rebound by Brown. Just took off the 215 guy. Penna needs a pass, finds a pass. Sam for three is off. And Jordan Morgan pulled that down with some intent. Real tempo to the game at the moment. Lorebeck in the lane, tries to get it to Jordan Morgan. Cannot get there. End line possession. Will still be with the Slovenian ball club. Petrol Olimpija out of bounds, find the long option. Oh, John Morgan, nice little ball fake. Gets Alec Brown in the air and then attacks him on the dribble. Nice little move. There's the contact. Morgan can't get the drop, has to earn him from the free throw line. Interesting to see if Petrol Olimpija, if they do get, if Estudiantes do take the lead, how the Slovenian club will respond. Obviously with the 0-3 record, they're gonna struggle if they go behind. 1:32 to go in the third, and Petrol Olimpija at the moment just about managing to keep Estudiantes at bay. Ludvig Hansen gives it up. The open three for Brown. Rattles it to tie it at 57. We've got a new ball game. 1:17 to go in the third. A little emotional and feisty. That's a foul. There is, I have no idea why. Dago Penna is upset. Maybe caught up in the emotion of the moment. All that on the free throw line restores the lead for the visitors. He goes 2 for 2, never in doubt. That's a blocking foul. Easy call for the official. Nice find was there. The three is no good. Just rattled it. Chance for Petrol Olimpija. Make this a two-possession game. Oh, nice bound pass, nice lead. We got a whistle on it. Great cut. Evan Oliver caught it, stayed long. Estudiantes at the moment losing a little bit of discipline. Every call's being greeted with howls of derision. Oliver knocks down the first. Chance to get this game beyond the 1 point, a one-shot possession. Cannot do it. So Petrol Olimpija lead at 60-57. That'll tick over in a moment. Last 20 seconds of the third period. About a 1 second plus differential between game and shot clock. Uzuela breaks it down, turns it over. The last thing Estudiantes needed to do. Gives Petrol Olimpija the chance. Deep three is way off. Great rebound. Got to put it straight back up. And that will do it for the end of the third. And Petrol Olimpija withstand a tough third period by Estudiantes. They still lead it by 3, 60-57. But the ominous sign is Estudiantes' scoring has picked up every quarter, 15, 18 to 24. And that's not a good sign. Omar Cook responsible for a very good period for the home club. 8 points personal before he picked up the technical. Well, there's the confirmation, 60-57 at the end of 3. The ball will belong to Petrol Olimpija. There's statistics. The Estudiantes have just been picking up that percentage throughout the whole of the game, up to 64% from 2. And that has really enabled them to get right back in this. So Gregor Rolvat inbounds the basketball. And Rocco Badzin gets Petrol Olimpija into the half court. Castellari outside the 3, moves it on. Great take, great catch, poor finish. Everything was great apart from the finish. Chance now for the Estudiantes to tie the game again. Juela, nice pass to the inside. Ortega has it knocked away. We've got a foul call. And a little forehand Popovic is going to be charged with a personal as he tried to reach on the catch. Full foul for the big man. Zella with the three is long, and they just cannot get that three-point game going. They've got to three. They've been down two. They've taken threes. Perhaps, you know, you could argue they should go inside. They should be more aggressive. But they're a reasonable three-point shooting team, and they just cannot get the game going from there at the moment. Oliver will hand it off. Stops and pops. Gets the roll. Rocco Badzim continues to be a real thorn in the side of Estudiantes at the moment. Takes it over to a 5-point lead for the Slovenian club. Ortega goes to the pick. Nice handle by Hakan Son. Caught it on the floor. Just sliced the hard show. Hard show came, wasn't tight enough. Great decision, great little handle. Foul's already been called. Badzim picks up foul number 2. Hansen goes upstairs, does a great job on the find with a one hand. All about Venezuela's acrobatics to save it. Penna knocks down the 3. And we're back to a 2-point game. Oh, Oliver with a quick step to the far side of the ring for 2, and they've had an answer for everything so far. Hansen, little hesitation, moves it on. So down the middle, kicks it. Oh, overpassed. Overpassed. The only way to describe it. Lago Penna Lekon. Shoot the basketball. Solid performance so far for the Slovenian club. Not really panicking. Coming up with answers when asked a question. Oliver has it, chance to attack it. Jordan Morgan, short 2, can't find the bottom of the net. Hansen in the half court, just cannot get over the hump. Turnover again, another missed opportunity behind the back. For the easy 2, and they've blown it. They've come up empty on a 3-on-1. Hansen thinks about it, decides he wants to get it into the half court, calls the play, wants to set. How important will that miss be? Ortega outside, needs a pass. Turnover. Oliver on the dribble, 4-on-3 break. They just need to find the open man. Can't make the 3. They come up empty again. And Petrol Olimpija giving Estudiantes lots of opportunity here. Tough move. Brizuela just on the break, manufactured a shot. And Estu back to a 2-point game. Oliver thinks about it, moves it on. Oh, great hands. Chance to tie it. Penny goes off the glass. We've got a new ball game at 64, 6:24 to go in the 4th. Estudiantes have trailed for chunks and large portions of the game. They tie it with 6:24 to go. Penna off the glass, cute little finish. Just protects the basketball. Such a spin off the backboard. And we have a new ball game with 6:25 to go. Olimpija take the timeout. A lot to talk about. Top scorers for Olimpija, 3 guys in double digits, Span, Oliver and Morgan. Morgan needs to really get going again.
All over. One side, all over.
Hey, we're in the game already. We're in the game right now. It's our game. Step by step.
Ahí, guys.
We got plenty of time. Let's go.
Tenemos que jugar lejos de la línea de tres. Lejos de la línea de tres.
Omar Cook's going to come back. Going to try and carry and manage his group to get the win. Maldonado does what you'd expect him to do at this point, although he still has Ortega in the game. Coming back with the guys he thinks are going to win it for him. 64 apiece, 6:10 to go. Spam, Morgan rolls, great rotation defensive. Ortega does a great job. That's him off the glass, can't get it to drop. That is a rebound. Oliver just throws it to Cook though. Just take the simple option, don't get complicated. Cook, great find, easy 2. Estudiantes have the 2-point lead after trading for most of the game. Real questions being asked of Petrol Olimpija. They have to answer. Oliver puts it on the floor, goes up, left hand off the glass, is fouled. He'll go to the free throw line, has to earn him. Ortega with, you could say, an intelligent foul. Why not go with the left hand? He did go with the left hand. Should have finished the play. Oliver, a chance to tie the game, give us another tie, which he does. The teams around the 75-77% from the free throw line. There you go, there's the stat. Only 4 trips to the free throw line for Estudiantes. Zuela buried the 3. Sooner or later, they were going to find the range from the 3-point line. Pick and roll. Jordan has it. Still has to go to work though. Needs a pass. Finds one. 7 on the possession. Span steps back. And Ortega never gave him any separation at all. Great effort by the 2-12 man. Then gets a piece. Got to go at the big man. Get past the big man. 3 seconds on the possession. Big 3 seconds for Petrol Olimpija. Oh, beautiful little play. Great execution out of bounds. And they get the easy 2 to cut it to a 1-point game. Cook. Zuela puts it on the floor, tries to come off the screen on the reposition. Finds some space. Almost is a turnover. Oliver with a 2-on-1, make that a 3-on-2. Oliver off the glass, great finish. And Estudiantes at crucial moments of this game have just coughed up possession. That's 19 turnovers for Estudiantes. 10 steals for Petrol Olimpija. And at key moments, they have just given it away. The small contingent of the Estudiantes Dementia, the fans that follow this team wherever they are. Not many of them here tonight, but they're making themselves heard. Estu with the timeout.
Nos ha ido muy bien cuando hemos abierto el campo. En ataque no puede ser, escuchad, que esté aquí Omar con el 5, que estén jugando aquí media hora, aquí esté el otro y somos incapaces de hacer así, chicos. Vamos a conectarnos. Estaba él con él. Y aquí 3 tíos mirando, está con el Omar con el 5 y no somos capaces de hacer un cambio. ¿Qué pensamos?
back after the Estu timeout. Omar Cook has to start orchestrating this right now. Cook gets it into the half court. Little hesitation. Great step. Tremendous step. Timing on the pass by Cook. Execution footwork-wise by Kana Medley. Top draw. Timing, vision, great finish. 20 points for Nick Kana Medley. Having his best night of the season. Back in Estudiantes. The three is gone. Oh, buried it. Little action on the pick and roll, and Lorbeck, if you let him get his feet set, he's just going to knock it down. You have to make him play on the dribble. Lorbeck with 7 personal. Cook steps back, in rhythm, is off. Ortega, can he come up with it? Kana Medley can. Estu get a second look at it. Landesberg back in the game. 3:38 to go. Silva Landesberg, limited by foul trouble, back in. Will be fresh, averaging 17 points a game across the season. Lorbeck outside, moves it. 10 on the possession. Jordan Morgan. Surely he'll go at Ortega with quickness. Ball's knocked away. And a turnover. This is going right down to the wire. 73-71. Too close to call at the moment. Estu with a chance to tie or lead on this possession. Credit Petrol Olimpija. Though they have once headed, you thought they may have collapsed. Having led for so long, having not won a game, but they have dug in. Benalicon comes off the screen, gets to the middle, going up, off the glass, little finger roll for 2. Tied at 73, yet another tie in this game. Nine points personal for Penna. Span almost went without the ball. Here's Lorbeck, 7 on the possession. Gets his feet, nice pass. Jordan Morgan with a flush for 2. All about Lorbeck's vision. Everyone looked at Lorbeck looking to shoot it. Found Morgan, easy dunk, great play, heads up. Here's Cook. Just over 2 to go. Landesberg, who must be fresh. Little floater, Ortega off the glass for 2 is good. Well, the idea was good, and Lorbeck steps on the sideline. Great decision in terms of where the space was, but they're no one on the same page. So turnover. Estu have a chance to lead with 1:45 to go. Have hardly led in the game. Their biggest lead of the game was 3, and that was very early. Petrol Olimpija have led by 12 at some points in the game. It's tied up with 1:40 to go. Cook. Guarded by Oliver. Cook looking at options. Ortega thinking about the ball screen. Deep 3 is way off. Ortega's on the glass. No, he's not. Great box out. Penna just launched a 3. The time on the possession still. Jordan Morgan will move it. Lorbeck tries to find space, kicks it. Deep 3 the other way, buried it. Downtown Madrid for Jan Spam. They lead it by 3 with 1:03 to go. There's a whistle on the play. I'm not sure there's any foul called. I just think they're just trying to clarify, which they have. Looks like Brown's coming back. Alec Brown steps back in. Ortega, that's a long time to leave Brown out. Ortega sits. Petrol Olimpija have a 3-point lead. That caption will click over. There it goes. 1:06 to go. Petrol Olimpija 0-3 coming into this game in week 4 of the Basketball Champions League. Are on the verge of their first W. Plenty of time for Estudiantes to defend the home court. Here's Cook. Carter Medley on the pick. We've got a foul on the play. And Oliver gives up one when there was no need. Cook has it. Turns the corner, down the middle, kicks it. Carter Medley looking to create space. Landesberg. Great defensive effort by Lorbeck and just stayed in stance. Landesberg trying to create, but Lorbeck just stayed in stance right now. And Landesberg couldn't handle. Huge possession in this Basketball Champions League season for Petrol Olimpija. Horvat has it. Will take the ball screen from Jordan Morgan. On the inside, is fouled on the way up. Well, you've got to say good foul because Jordan Morgan was flashing this one. And Cook took one for the team. He's got to earn them from the free throw line to make it a 2-possession game. Still plenty of time for Estudiantes. Jordan Morgan on the free throw line to make it a 5-point game. Doesn't get it to drop. Still a 2-possession game though. Cook has it. Attacks it. Goes up quick. Doesn't get the roll. Defensive rebound by Oliver. Kicks it out. And Penna fouls. Have to be careful. Is that a basketball action? He's just hitting me on the back. And the official looks and he's like, you know what? Maybe I should have called you unsportsmanlike. It's not a genuine attempt to play the ball. Therefore, for me, it should have been. 11-4, they've got to get it in. And we've got a whistle. Carter Medley picks up the personal. Chance to ice the game here. Timeout called. When we come back, Devin Oliver's going to be on the free throw line. Or is he? We'll just check the team foul situation.
Lorma spun behind, and here is Grega. Here is Grega. Watch now.
Petrol Olimpija take the timeout.
Lorma run here. If we can
Looks like a sideline possession, not in the bonus yet.
with S down, with S down for Grega. And in the same moment, if it's nothing, even spun. Okay. Hey, Oliver, if you cannot.
Vamos a intentar robar el balón, robar. Robar.
Carter Medley has 20.
Venga, vamos.
Landesberg's foul trouble's definitely been a factor in this game. However, Petrol Olimpija have done a very, very good job on the road. A team that has lost its last, or has lost all 3 games in the Basketball Champions League. Just about get it in. Got a quick foul. And Lorbeck will step to the free throw line. Well, with 6 seconds to go, there's still time. Lorbeck makes both. It'll make it a 6-point game. If Estu have the timeout left, which I can't see the indicator at the moment from where I am. Lorbeck makes both. Timeout called. Quick out of bounds, get a 3. Still a chance here. While there's a chance and hope and time, you've got to think you can take it. This could be a huge win on the road for Petrol Olimpija. Been a great performance by the Slovenian club. When Oliver has 17 points, Jan Span with 13. They've got 5 guys in double figures, and on top of the 5 guys in double figures, Badzim has 8. So contributions across the roster. Lorbeck has 12, Jordan Morgan has 17. And Gregor Horvat has 11. This has been a very, very, very decent performance by Petrol Olimpija. Finally living up to their billing, one of the biggest clubs in the continent of Europe. Great history in both domestic and European competition. If this first win ignites their Basketball Champions League season, this Group C is going to become even more interesting. They definitely feel the passion here in Estudiantes. Crowd do not like the loss, if that's what it's going to be. Quick out of bounds, quick 3. Stop the clock, still got a chance to win it. Cook will inbounds. Well, they get Brown open for 3. It's long. Great rebound. Tremendous rebound, and that'll do it. Jan Spam collects the rebound. Petrol Olimpija could collect the win in Madrid to get their Basketball Champions League campaign underway with their first win in Group C. They get it 81-75 on the road against Movistar Estudiantes. Big win for the Slovenian club. Could be a big night in terms of the whole group. Here are the statistics. Both teams shot the 2 very well. Poor from the 3-point line for Estudiantes. Olimpija closed it up on the boards as the game developed, and the rebounds, and the turnovers that could have been a real Achilles heel for Olimpija, were just about contained. Carlo Medley had 17 points personal there. That is a game for Devon Oliver. He leads 4 stats categories, carrying his team across points, rebounds, assists, steals. What a performance by Devon Oliver, the Dayton graduate, 25 years old, just has a stat line to die for. 5 from 11 from the floor, 8 boards, leading rebounder on the game for Petrol Olimpija. 4 assists to add to his other performances. 5 steals, has an efficiency rating of 23, 17 points. Joint leader of his teams in points, led his team in 4 of the stats categories in the summary. Devon Oliver putting in a shift, leading Petrol Olimpija to their first win in the Basketball Champions League in week 4. Well, when you come into a game with an O in your win column, you are going to have to be a very resilient group, having led by as many as 12 to get the win. When the home club takes the lead in the 4th quarter, you really have to have some belief. Great work by Coach Ocolon. Really did maintain that focus. He had to get a little emotional with his guys, but did a really, really nice job maintaining their composure in the 4th quarter. Lorbeck well, the turnover there, but had a couple of huge shots late in the game. But that man there, having just been scored, and Devon Oliver was just, well, pretty much the difference maker on tonight's game. The 25-year-old, second year with this program. Nick Carner-Medley did all he could to have his best night of the season for Estudiantes. 20 points personal for the veteran, the 34-year-old. 20 points on 9 from 18 from the floor. 4 boards to chip in. A really nice job, Nick Carner-Medley. As I say, his best night of the season back at Estudiantes. Didn't get enough support though. Alec Brown, even though he had the 10 points, only 4 from 11 from the field. Got a little jump shot happy. And Omar Cook, well, as we said, 6 assists, 10 points. It's pretty much a normal night at the office for the Montenegrin American. Well, there's Lawbeck with 3. It's been a great night here in Madrid. We'll see you tomorrow for more Basketball Champions League action. But for tonight, good night from the Spanish capital.